record it like any other normal video, but yeah, oh well. Oh well, I'm going to run it like a stream because that'll be fun. And then it'll just load up to my video, and yeah, it'll be good to go from there. So let's see. We should be... Oh, it's actually not going to list it on here. Okay. Well, no worries. I will have to pull this up in a different tab, that means. In a different tab. Let me close out of my gaming channel. And let me mute that. Alright, so hello shadows. My name is ADreadedShadow. And this video is going to be called Video Game Tag. I do apologize if my OBS audio and camera are off. It's just a problem OBS has been having. I haven't yet fixed it or found a workaround. I need to try downloading something else to stream with for right now. But Video Game Tag. If you guys don't know who Narcost is one of the amazing streamers here in the YouTube gaming family. He's done some Metal Gear Solid. He's done an awesome build in Fallout 4. Right now, actually, he is playing The Forest. We tuned in there just barely, and so right now he's playing The Forest. So he plays a good variety of games, and he is an awesome streamer. So check him out. I'll go back once the video is up on my channel, put a link to his, and have that kind of taken up most of the screen. But he challenged us to Video Game Tag, which is 20 questions about video games and video gaming, and just kind of a get to know you on my end of video gaming. So the first question, what is your all-time favorite video game? Some of these questions are going to be pretty damn hard, because it's hard to pick all-time favorites and stuff, and there's a lot that, for some people, my all-time favorite is Bully from Rockstar Games, and some people will be like, well, why is it Bully? What about GTA 5? Well, Bully had a sense of danger to it when I was a kid. Here is story time. There's going to be stories with these. So Bully was a video game that I would vent in as a child, because I was picked on and bullied in school myself. So I was playing Bully because I was a kid that was bullied, and I thought it would help me understand bullying, but instead you're just a kid that gets bullied and beats people up. So it's from Rockstar. It's open world. It's a T-rated Grand Theft Auto, basically, with a different setting. You play a kid named Jimmy, and you get dropped off at a private school. Instantly you get picked on as soon as you walk into the front gates to register, and it just goes from there. And my parents didn't really know a whole lot about video games. I'm the oldest child, and so I kind of ushered the new age and digital era and video games into the family. And Bully was one of the first games I had bought when my parents had bought me a PlayStation 2 for my birthday. So when I bought Bully, and one day my mom walks in, and I need a kid in the groin and Bully. She's like, that's so violent. I'm like, oh, me and my brothers do this all the time. So she told my dad about that, and he took my game and he smashed it with a hammer. I was not pleased. So I went back to GameStop and discreetly bought a new copy that I hid away in my bedroom somewhere, and I don't even remember. And he found out about that one, and we went to smash it, and I let a friend borrow it or something, so he couldn't. So I still have my second copy from PS2, then I bought it on 360. So Bully is my all-time favorite game. That will always be one of my favorites, just because it was fun. There was a sense of danger to it, trying to turn my PlayStation on at night and play while my parents were awake upstairs and walking around, and trying to shut it off and bolt to my room before they could come downstairs. But yeah, it'll be Bully. Question number 2, what is your current favorite video game? Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is current favorite. There's so much I can do in that game, especially thanks to Narcost and the build he did that gave me the idea for other builds that I could be doing. So Fallout 4, current favorite. Question number Trace. What is your favorite video game genre? Action. Anything to do with action. If you haven't noticed by my streams, it's Just Cause, Fallout, Destiny, GTA, and those don't all fall into action. Some will say, oh, well, that's a first-person shooter. Anything that gets my blood pumping and puts me in a different setting than apartment, I love it. So, really, favorite genre, I'd just say anything action-y. I know that covers a lot, but video games is my favorite genre. Question number 4, how long have you been playing video games? since I was a kid. I don't know a specific, but since I was a little kid. Our grandparents gifted us our first console. What's the first game you ever played? Don't know what the very first was. The first game I ever remember, like, have strong memory... The first game that I have strong memories of playing and fully remember was Super Mario World. Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Pretty sweet game. Pretty sweet. Couldn't get past, like, the first 2 levels, but, I mean, it was fun. Number 5, what's the first game you ever played? I just did that one. Number 6, what game have you clocked the most hours into? Probably Skyrim. I had 4 different characters in Skyrim on Xbox 360, and then I bought it on PC and made another because I could do mods, and I ran it on my freaking laptop right here in medium quality with as many mods as I could, and it just chugged along. I enjoyed the crap out of that. So probably Skyrim. I probably got a disgusting amount of hours in there. I don't even know. Like, I just looked at Destiny and I've clocked a gross amount of hours, which doesn't even total up to like a quarter of some of what of my friends have played single-handedly. So, oof. Video games, guys. They are a world in and of their own. What's your longest gaming session? Well, my entire life has been one big gaming session. If we're talking continuous, there was a time when I was about 12, somewhere between 12 and 14, where my dad and mom went on a 2-week vacation for my dad's school. And they were doing the Skills USA program, and he was doing mechanic work. So I stayed at my friend's house, and for about 4 days straight, we were playing Halo 3 on the original Xbox, if I'm not mistaken. We're playing Halo 3, and we would just play it all day. We would go up and eat real quick, and then get back on, and then at night his mom would come check to see if we were asleep or playing it, and we would drop all our controllers and pretend we were asleep, and like, hold as still as possible. And she would stand there for no joke like 15 minutes sometimes, and we're just like, how the frick am I supposed to keep holding still? Like, please go away, sister, what's your name? And so we played for probably 4 or 5 days straight. That was the longest, like, continuous. Who's your favorite game developer? That would be a tie between Bethesda and Rockstar. Bethesda and Rockstar do amazing games. Ubisoft would be a close second. And basically everyone falls third after that. Like, Ubisoft second, and Bethesda and Rockstar tie for first. They make awesome games. Open world always has a good place in my heart. Number 9, who is your favorite hero? Favorite hero character from a game? Oh boy. And again, this is all like unscripted. This is live. I'm live. Well, it's not live now. I'm live streaming it to a private stream, so no one's in here watching. Favorite video game hero. Favorite hero in a video game. Ooh. Now we're defining hero as anyone that does even something remotely good, or like superhero. Because if we're talking superhero, obviously Batman from the frickin' Rocksteady games. Those games are amazing. If we're talking anyone that's done anything kind of super, or just like a super powered or super strong-willed character, oh shiz. There's like a lot of these I could frickin' say. Oh, what do I say? There's so many. Holy crap. It's these questions is what you really start thinking about. Honestly, I would say Kyle Crane for a hero type role from Dying Light, because he goes from I'm being paid to grab a document out of this island where everyone is dying and that's my job, and he doesn't really care about anything else, to holy shit, these people need help. I have to help them. I'm responsible for them. Their life is on my hands. So that was probably my favorite hero type character that's not like a superhero. Who is your favorite villain? If that means from a real world favorite villain, frickin' Deathstroke is amazing. If we're talking video game villain, Deathstroke is still amazing, but Favorite video game villain? Wow, that's another one of those hard ones. Again, all these... there's a lot of hard questions with this. I'm just, like, looking through some of the games I've played. Oh, all-time villain. Oh, God. Frickin'... No, that's not my favorite. That's the most hated. Favorite I would go with... probably Alduin. Just his... from Skyrim, the World Eater, the dragon that you're supposed to defeat. Probably just his stance on, I'm supposed to destroy the world. I'm steady on doing just that. Like, there's nothing that's going to change my mind. I'm going to enlist as many people as I can. I'm going to go against odds that are impossible to beat. I have to destroy the world. Like, he just doesn't give up. It's pretty crazy. Who's your most hated character of any game? Most hated character is the second boss in frickin' Prince of Persia on Xbox 360. The Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. I stopped trying to 100% games because of that game. I played that game's story 17 times before I finally gave up because you couldn't go back and select levels. You just had to start over. And I would go into the one throne room that you're supposed to defeat the boss in, and I would start trying to fight this boss. And you had to defeat the boss without taking any damage. And somehow I beat all the other bosses, including the end boss, without taking any damage, except for that one boss. And there was like 3 or 4 times where I had defeated him, and it didn't look like I had taken any damage, but the achievement never came up. And so I just gave up at that point. And that's like my least favorite video game character ever. My most hated. I despise that man. What gaming systems do I own? I currently have PC. I currently have Xbox One. I've got my Game Boy Advance. My Xbox is listening to me right now. Yes, I still have a Game Boy Advance. I've got my phone, if that counts, because mobile games, like, people play those too. So yeah, those are the ones I have right now. I want to get a PS4 soon because exclusives. And playing with other streamers as well. What's your favorite gaming system and why? Xbox One. I'll say Xbox One. I've had the most fun with that one so far. Between just hanging out with friends, playing games, watching TV, being able to watch freaking Netflix and Hulu side by side because I'm crazy and want to watch 2 things at once. Like, Xbox One has been pretty awesome. What is your favorite... Oh, no. Do you prefer to play guy characters or girl characters? Ooh, this one comes up a lot because people always ask, why are you playing a girl character? I prefer to play female characters. Why? Just for fun. Just for fun. Also, another thing that people will debate about on this one is there's not enough female game characters that aren't used as story assets, like, oh, we're going to kill off this female to further emphasize your war hero going crazy inside Battlefield 5. Or there's going to be this character that starts to soften your hard-hearted character's heart, and we're going to kill them off so his heart stays hard. It's like, stop putting those... We know games need those for storylines, but make something different that freaking alters the story. Make a brother that he loses or some shit. Stop making it the females, and start making more games with female leads. That's why Tomb Raider is awesome. That's why games like, I think it was Perfect Dark, and what are some other strong female leads? Zero Dawn Horizon is coming up soon. If you consider games with strong female leads as you can pick a female and play it, then any of those games. So really, just because there aren't enough females in gaming that aren't used as storylines, that's why I play like Destiny. I have a female Titan because I'm a badass guardian saving the world and I'm a female. So, more females in gaming that aren't just frickin' going to be killed. That's why. Do you follow walkthroughs or do you play through on your own? 99.99 repeating % of the time I play through on my own until I get absolutely just bewilderedly and mind-numbingly stuck. Then I'll be like, alright, has anyone else beat this, and I'll look up a guide. But other than that, I love playing through games for the first time. That's part of the charm of gaming is... And don't get me wrong, it's fun to watch other people play games. I've actually watched people play games before I played them in some instances, and then with some people I just watch them stream games that I'm never going to play and I already know I'm not going to play. But I usually, with games I'm playing, I walk through them on my own the first time. And then, if I need help with it, I'll look something up. 17. Have you ever been to a gaming convention? No, I have not. I want to, but due to school bills and stuff that I'm just about done paying off, I haven't really had the money to the last few years. So, pretty soon here, I will schedule something and go out to some gaming convention. It would be cool. We were joking a while back about how it would be cool to get a convention or like a panel together for all the like full-time and all the streamers on YouTube gaming. That'd be pretty sick, and I would love to do something like that. And I would for sure plan something like that out. Number 18, what game are you most excited for to come out in the future? Oh god, there's so many. I actually have like a big-ass list of games. One that I'm really looking for, especially now that they've re-announced that they've got like well-known actors, is Quantum Break. Because Quantum Break is coming out from Remedy. They did Alan Wake. I really enjoyed Alan Wake. But Quantum Break is going to be time manipulation, time, and how when it becomes a power, the world can end. And it's got Shawn Ashmore from The Following, which is a great show. If you haven't already seen The Following, start watching that. 2 seasons are on Netflix. The 3rd should be there soon, and the 4th is starting up eventually. Amazing show. It's got Shawn Ashmore, and this is back to Quantum Break. It's got Shawn Ashmore from The Following. It's got Aidan Gillen from Game of Thrones, and a couple other people. So some really name actors. And when Quantum Break was first announced, it was just kind of no-name actors that were just video game actors and actresses. But now it's like, Shawn Ashmore, come in, do all the motion capture, reenact this. And then inside the game, there's a TV show that you watch. So you play the game focusing on the hero, Shawn Ashmore, and that's not his name in the game. But then as soon as you hit certain checkpoints or finish certain story missions, you get this half-hour or hour-long episode of a show. It's going to be awesome. I'm not going to be able to stream the show part, I don't think. I'll just have to watch that on my own and like black my screen out or whatever and like mute the audio and just put on like a "we'll be right back" or like cut it into sections when I play it. But I'm looking forward to that, and The Division, freaking Ghost Recon Wildlands or Wastelands or whatever it was. Just so many games in 2016, but probably most excited for Quantum Break now that it's been revamped with new actors and everything. What's your best memory of a video game? Are you kidding? All of it. Best memory of a video game. Man, that's actually really difficult. I think some of the smaller victories that I always remember are with games like Dark Souls. I really suck at platforming games, so games like Guacamelee, which I streamed a little while ago. Games like that where I'm not really good at those games. Anytime I get stuck and I try, and then I come back to it a little while later and I beat it, that is one of my favorite. That's a small victory. As for the best memory of a video game, probably some of my best memories playing video games were when I had my Super Nintendo. It was gifted by my grandparents on my mother's side, and me and my mom would play Super Mario all the time. And don't get me wrong, this isn't like a sad story. My mom's still alive. Don't read too far into that. But that was probably some of my favorite gaming memories, is me and my mom would play Super Mario. We'd play the lost levels together. We would sit down and just hang out, eat freaking junk food, and play Super Mario or other Nintendo games. And then me and my brothers would get on and play like Joe and Mac, the stupid Super Nintendo caveman game. So those are probably some of my best memories with gaming. Some of the worst memories do actually relate to that. There was a lot of loss going on in my family at one point, and that's like the first time we bought a gaming console. The first gaming console that we actually bought was my PS2, and it came during a time of loss, and so that was like part of my coping mechanism was playing video games, and that's why I have such a love for video games now, and that's why I stream, and that's why I try to entertain with it, so in the hopes that if someone else is going through something similar or just having a bad time, that they can find a stream, hang out, and their day will get better. But like, that was one of the things. It was just a lot of hardship going on during the family, and we had a PS2. That's right when we bought it. And so video games became a coping mechanism for me, and that's what they are for some people. Like, you have a bad day at work, and you come home, and you sit down, and you play Xbox, and you shoot some people in Call of Duty, or you dress up in a hot dog suit and beat people with a freaking dildo bat in Saints Row, or you blow up cars in GTA, stuff like that. Like, it's a venting and coping mechanism for them. And that's what that was for me. And then when everything got better and it moved away from being a coping mechanism, like, it's still a coping mechanism for like that kind of work stress and stuff, but it moved on from being kind of this trauma related thing to, oh, video games are fun, I like these, like, we didn't have these before, these are new. Because I upgraded from a freaking Game Boy and a freaking Super Nintendo up to a PS2. Do you know the graphical freaking mindfuck that was? It was like, holy shit. It's like, Mario's no longer 2D. And like, Mario's not on freaking PlayStation 2. But it's like, my games are no longer 2D side-scrollers that I'm looking at. I went from playing Mario to playing games like Bully and Tony Hawk Pro Skater and like American Wasteland and stuff. I was like, this is amazing. Everything is 3D. It was just mind-boggling. So that was the 20 questions. That was the 20 questions that Narcos tagged us in. And Narcos, I thank you, man, if you made it to the end of this video. Like, I really do thank you. This was fun. I hope more stuff like this goes around in the future. I know this, I don't know if it originated with Paw Creek, but I know that's where yours came from. I went back and watched his, and then I watched yours. So now I'm going to tag, I don't know if Paw Creek tagged 1 or 2. I think I clicked out of the video before that. But you tagged 2, so I'm going to tag 2 people for this. So, DeFinch, you're one because you're a freaking awesome human, a good friend, love your streams. So we're going to tag DeFinch in this. So she's going to go through, do the 20 questions. And who else do I want to do? I've got some candidates, but I don't know. And we're going to do Bunty King. We're going to do Bunty King. So we're going to do DeFinch and Bunty King. If Bunty King doesn't accept or doesn't want to, then Filthy Creatures, I'll challenge you to it. So there's kind of the fallback. Or if you just want to do it, Filthy Creatures, then go for it. So DeFinch, Bunty King, and Filthy Creatures if you want to do it. So those are my 3 tags, my 3 nominations. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's a little bit more about me and video gaming. And I will see you guys in your streams and in other people's streams and hopefully in my streams. You guys, this was recorded during the holidays, so happy holidays if you do observe. Merry Christmas, that's the one I observe. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Boxing Day on Saturday. Happy Boxing Day. That one I don't observe, but my heritage observes it, which is weird. I don't know. It's crazy. If you don't observe holidays, I hope the holiday seasons don't drive you nuts. I hope you still have great days and that everything goes well for you. So, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And again, the audio is probably out of sync, and this is probably all poop. I need to look into multi-platform and XSplit and some other things. But thank you guys for watching the video. Have a great day, and I will see you all in the next stream and everywhere else.